Good evening, everybody. Mm.
Good evening.
Good evening, good evening. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good, good. So we're just gonna give some people some more time to join and then we'll
Yeah, it's fine.
begin the live, yeah? Good evening, Abimbola, good evening, Damilola, Saeed, good evening, Rose, good evening, Joy, good evening, Ramana, good evening, Haman, good evening. Good to see you guys.
Good evening.
Just a reminder, if you have a noisy background, please just keep yourself muted or move away from the noise so that it doesn't pick up on the Zoom. Yeah, just gonna give some people some more time to join in. But in the meantime, if you've got any questions that you want to ask, please feel free to do that. Any questions related to the theory or anything that you're concerned about or you're confused about, let me know, and I will try to help you guys out. Well, the last time we're doing these questions, okay.
Hello, good evening, brother.
Julie, good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you, brothers.
Good to hear from you.
Yes. Sorry, brother. Today I have guest. I have to mute my
That's
speaker.
fine. Are you sure your guests don't mind you being away from them?
No, don't mind. Then okay.
Okay.
So just I let you know if I not response.
Okay.
My God.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
Brother, I need to go exam and I need your help. Please help me. I mean, especially for some unseen questions because I last time I told you about unseen question answer with the answer. Can you send me? But I didn't got it. So is it possible to send me, please? I
What
booked my
question?
test again. Sorry,
When do you plan to go on your test?
next week.
Next week? Next 2 weeks?
Yes, yes. I don't like to say the date,
Okay,
brother,
no,
to that
don't tell
because
us
I am
then. Don't
so
tell us.
pressurized. You know, I'm so because my friend there's front of me. I don't like to tell. But
Okay,
you know,
that's
you
fine. Yeah,
will
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yes, I will let you know. And
Yeah,
even
let me
if
know.
I
Let me know.
pass, I will go to meet with you. To the honest brother, I will go to see you. Morning, afternoon, and evening. I'm
Yeah, let me
waiting
know.
for.
Let me know when you can. Let me know. Yeah.
Yes, I will. I will. I
Yeah,
will
you don't have
send
to
you
tell
now.
me right now.
Good
Okay.
evening, good evening, Mark. You all right?
Good evening. Who's that, please?
Yeah, it's Suleiman, Solomon.
Solomon. Good evening. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, man. You okay? Yeah.
I'm good, thank you. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, man. Nice to hear you.
Yeah. So,
Hello, Mark. Good
some
evening,
people
please.
are joining. Sahira, good evening.
Yeah, I just put 3 pictures from your live just now. Meet on TikTok. I'm a little bit confusing about the lane at the roundabout and the lane at the edge of the road. Some small white lanes.
The lines.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
yeah. It's confusing me. Just put it now. Please, can you see on WhatsApp, please?
Okay, I've seen it. Yeah.
Good evening, Mark. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. B, good evening. How are you? Okay?
I'm here. You?
I'm good, thank you. Good to see you on here.
Thank you.
How's your revision going?
Not too bad. I've been scoring. I'm between 48, 49
Okay.
on the theory. Yeah. On the hazard, I'm getting 5.454.
Okay. So wait, what's the score for the questions?
I'm between 48, 49.
Okay, that's really good.
Yeah.
What about in terms of like your understanding of it?
Yeah. Not too bad. I understand very well the questions.
Okay, like on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Just that my booking is way too far. It's in August.
Your test is in August.
Yeah,
Okay. Is there any way to like bring it closer?
I'll check. I've not checked before since I booked that one. Yeah, I think someone told me that I have to be checking. So she said sometimes some people drop like 2 days or a week. So
Yeah. Then you can get booking.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to check on that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure whenever you do decide to go for it, make sure you're like fully prepared though, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
No
Good
problem.
evening, Mark.
Letitia, good evening.
How are you?
Not too bad, you okay?
Not okay, Mark. This time around, Mark, I
Mm.
I write my exams on 20th and I get 42 and the hazard was 47.
Right. So
I
you passed the
know.
hazard, but not the questions.
Yeah, I got 42.
Do you remember what kind of questions that came up that you weren't really sure?
Yeah, it's all about what you are teaching us on the platform. I think they just changed the questions a little bit. So
Mm.
when I finish, I still have extra time to go through, but I don't know. I don't even understand. This is my third time, so I'm very, very nervous
So
about
you saw the questions, you recognize the questions, but
Yeah, yes. I don't even know. It's every day the one that you are teaching us is what came, but I don't even know. I don't know. Truly
you think
speaking.
you kind of like second guessed yourself?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. So I couldn't even, when I finished, I couldn't even call you. I just walked straight home and sleep because it gave me headache.
Yeah. But if you're that close, I wouldn't
So
wait too
very
long though.
shame. Mark, this is the third time, so it seems it's getting too long for me. And I
But
don't know what to
if you're that
do.
close, I wouldn't keep waiting for long though. I would go for another one pretty quickly.
Yeah, because it was in this week, so I'm hoping from tomorrow I'll just check the slot. If I can get any date, then I'll still book it again. But the lady was telling me that I have to wait for a week before
Before
I
you
will
can
book
book.
it. Yeah, because the system won't allow me to book it earlier. Because I did it on 20th. You know, I told you and you said if I get any chance, I need to bring it. But I was still
Okay.
learning, going through, yeah. Every day I pass the hazard, but oh God, it's 41, 42, 41, 42. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably because you're second guessing yourself, maybe changing the answers when you already know the answer. Could be
I
that.
don't know if I have to do one-to-one session with you. I don't know what to do right now. It's
Mm.
stressing me a lot, and I want to do it, then I'll be okay with it. I don't know
Yeah,
what
but
to
Hi,
do.
you
you're so
shouldn't wait
close.
for a week. You should book for the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
A
not
week is
allowed.
too long.
Yeah, you're not allowed to though. You have to
No,
actually
yeah,
wait.
you
You
have
are
to
not
wait for
you are
3
not
days, three
allowed.
working days, and
Yeah,
you can book for another
yeah.
test. Yeah.
The system was
Um,
not allowing me to do it, so I
No,
just stopped it.
no, yeah, Mark, yeah, you have to wait for 3 working days after
Working days.
you can book it again.
mm,
It's stressing me so badly.
Yeah. So 3 working days and then book another one.
Yeah, you have to wait 3 working days and book another one. If you fail it, you just wait for 3 working days and book another one.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
so much.
yeah, maybe if you try the different test center, if you want to do it early though, because for me,
But
I just do like that, because I didn't do the testing late, so I just booked in Bradford.
me,
Then I see,
I'm in Metin Kings, so I
yeah,
don't know. We have only one test center
yeah,
here.
you have to check in Yorkshire here. In Yorkshire here, Bradford, Leeds, Huddersfield. Because
I
for
don't
me, I
know
just
there.
It's
I
too
only
far.
know Metin Kings.
yeah.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
far. I'm in MK,
Okay.
outside
Okay.
London. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure about that. I think that
Just
you are in
try your best to
Yorkshire.
book another one as soon as possible and go and
Yeah, after
you're
3
not
days,
waiting too long.
if you fail it after 3 working days, you can book it. Yeah.
Everything that we taught in the classroom, everywhere, the questions. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what is going
Yeah.
on.
Sorry about that. Try again. But let's
It's
begin
very
because I think we've got enough
shame.
people in here now.
Okay, thank you so much.
No
Yeah.
worries. Last time we were going through these questions, we didn't finish them, so we're just gonna finish them off and then we'll do some more stuff after, yeah? These were sent to us by somebody in the group. We're gonna go through them. Some of them are not worded that well, but we're gonna go through them together anyway. Yeah, let's start with this one. Some of them they already have the answer, but we're gonna kind of go through them anyway because I think some of them are worded a bit differently than what you're used to. So it's good to hear the different wording. How should you drive along this road? So it's picture of a road with icy conditions. How should you drive along this road? And I think, yeah, most of you have seen this one before. Slowly in as high gear as possible. In as high gear as possible, yeah? So in high gear, slow speeds. It was you, B, yeah? Thank you, B. You are driving a car without ABS along the road. How should you brake to slow down and keep control? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one, the answer is wrong on this one. Can you guys tell me the answer for this one, please? Let's type it out. Because 3 is the wrong answer here.
I would say, uh,
Let's type it out, please.
let me type it.
Mimi is saying 2. Fairy was saying 2 as well. Yeah, correct answer on this one will be 2 or B. Yeah.
It's B.
Repeatedly apply and release the foot brake. Sometimes they phrase it like this as well. So pump the brakes. Yeah. Sometimes they say it like that way as well. Okay. So this one is wrong. You wouldn't use your handbrake for stopping your car. It's dangerous. You are joining a motorway. Why should you use the full length of the slip road? Can I cover the answer? It's going to be a bit tricky because as soon as I go to the next question, the answer is already shown.
It's B.
Yeah, build up a similar speed to traffic on the motorway. But most of you have seen this.
Talking about the one you just passed, if you can cancel, cover the answer and put the correct answer. The one you said the answer is not right.
Right.
Yeah, please, thank you. And
Okay.
for any other one that is not right, you do the same, please.
So far, that's the only one that I've seen that's wrong. The other ones are pretty correct so far that I've seen anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. This one is build up a similar speed to traffic on the motorway. And how can you reduce or how can you help to reduce air pollution? By walking or cycling instead of driving when possible.
Yeah,
Sometimes they'll word this
that's
as walking or cycling for short
that's
distances.
the answer.
Yeah. What should you do when you are driving on the motorway and you feel tired? So B, did you say you paid for these questions here?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You arrive at the scene of a crash. Someone is suffering from shock. What should you do? Reason I'm asking is because these questions are pretty much the same as what we practice. There's a couple of them that are different, but most of them are the same. Just 1 or 2 words slightly different. That's why. Yeah, and this one is
It's B.
reassure them confidently or reassure
Yeah,
them and stay with them if possible.
yeah.
Where are you most likely to be affected by side winds? Yeah.
Narrow country lane.
No, that would be incorrect. The correct answer would be on an open stretch of road.
Open.
Yeah. Do you know what we mean by open stretch of road?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's open area. They don't have anything, no tree, no house, nothing.
Open. It's like a widened road, like where no trees.
No houses.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
trees or anything, just block the wind.
Yeah.
Just open. You are driving on a motorway. There are slow-moving vehicles. There is a slow-moving vehicle ahead of you showing this signal. What should you do? We can't see the signal. So I guess the signal will be the one pointing towards the left. You know the left arrow, the white arrow pointing towards the left?
Mm.
Like, let me show you actually. Like this sort of sign here. You see like this one here. If you see a vehicle, usually a lorry, you will have this on there,
Mm.
showing you which way to pass them. I think that's what that question is talking about. The left-hand pavement is closed for repairs. What should you do? Correct answer is 4 or D. Watch out for pedestrians walking in the road. So I'm looking for questions that are a bit different that we haven't seen. We've done this one already. You are driving at night on an unlit road behind another vehicle. What should you do? Yeah, dipped beam. So why do you think you use dipped beam here and not full beam?
I think if you use full beam, the driver in front of you must be you'll be dazzling the driver. Or
Yeah. And if let's say you're the driver in front and
Mm.
someone behind you is using high beams, what can you do?
You set up your anti-dazzled mirror.
Yeah, so you set your mirror to the anti-dazzle position, yeah?
Yeah. Mark, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why I got this is Emmanuel. Remember the story I wrote last week and I
Yeah.
got 42. I still don't get it. And it's haunting me, honestly speaking, it's haunting me. Because I don't know why I got failed on the theory. I don't know.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I wish I saw the answers that you chose.
These are some questions that came up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The weather is icy. What is likely to happen to your braking distance?
It's
And
10.
not just 10. Don't just say 10. You have to say
10 times, yeah,
yeah,
10 times
10,
normal
yeah.
distance, yeah.
10 times, yeah?
Yeah, this question is the same thing. Nothing even changed.
Yeah.
The same thing, but it is what it is.
But 10 times the normal distance.
Yeah.
Mhm. You're in a queue of stationary traffic. So you put on the handbrake. What else should you do? And the correct answer will be D.
You take your foot off the brake.
Yeah, because your brake lights, especially at
Yeah.
nighttime,
Yeah.
can be quite bright and they might dazzle the people behind.
Mm.
Mark,
Hello?
yeah, there was a question like, what is the speed limit on a bridge? Because there was a bridge and there was a car passing through the bridge. So they asked the question about what is the speed limit of that bridge. And it was, I think that one, that trick, I didn't even remember. Then I think
Was there a video beforehand?
it was a video, yes,
Yeah.
with
So with
a
the video question,
lamppost,
it's a bit
a
different
narrow,
because you have to look at the video itself.
yeah,
Like all the
with
answers
a
will be on the video.
lamppost. Come again?
The answers will be basically on the video.
Because 1, 2 was the same on that video, and the answer was a side of the is it the side of the wind? I forgot that answer.
Side winds.
Yes. So I clicked that one, and the next one will ask me the speed limit
Yeah.
on the bridge.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is in that video there would have been a sign telling you what the speed limit is.
I didn't see it, truly speaking. It was a lamp post, a narrow bridge, and
Yeah, was there any national speed limit sign on there?
I didn't see it, Mike, truly speaking. Even the road was even divided. So you can see the road was two. So I think I picked 60, then flag it, come back again. I don't know if I change it or just leave it there. So when
So
I finished,
Abimbola is saying there is street lights on there. If there's no
oh
signs and there's street
yeah,
lights,
if it's a street light, I should have picked 30.
yeah. So if there's no sign, but there are street lights there, then the answer should be 30.
Sir Mark, good evening.
Thank you, Abibola, for that. Hello.
Sir Mark, good evening.
Good evening.
Sir Mark, please, what we are doing now, can we later get the recording?
Yeah, yeah. I always post it up on the classroom.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No worries.
Sir Mark, wait, what was the answer? The one
For this
you just
one.
flipped.
For this one.
Okay. Okay.
What should you do as you approach this
Okay.
overhead bridge?
Okay.
So this one would be the one where there'll be a picture of this, yeah, and the picture is the bridge that has
Yeah.
like an arrow pointing towards the middle for high vehicles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So most of these questions you've seen them before on the app.
It came to my exams.
Me too.
What does this
Mark, sorry,
say?
what was the answer for that one that you just moved? I didn't get it.
It's A.
Be prepared to give way to large vehicles in the middle of the road.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. What does this sign tell you? So this one is the picture. Give way to tram picture. Yeah, the answer would be give way to trams. So it'd be a give way sign with a tram picture underneath it as well. Where should you take particular care to look out for motorcyclists and cyclists?
A junction.
Yeah. You're traveling at night. You are dazzled by headlights coming towards you. What should you do? It's going to be
Slow down, stop.
Yeah. So this is the same answer for if you're dazzled by sunlight as well. Because I know they ask as well sometimes if you're dazzled by sunlight.
Okay.
A toucan crossing is different from other types of crossings. In what way?
Sir Mark, these are the questions that came in the recent theory tests. The same questions.
Yeah. Yeah, we go through these questions all the time, though.
Good for people like me. Let me take it serious, please.
The same questions.
Yeah.
It's the last one.
Sir Mark, what was the question? What was the
Cyclists
answer?
can ride across it.
Where?
Cyclists can ride across
It's
it.
the last one.
Do you know what I chose? I chose mop riders can ride across it.
No.
No,
Moped riders.
it's cycle and rider across it here.
Yeah, you know what toucan crossings is, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
two people.
Cycle and
Yeah,
No,
cyclists and pedestrians.
pedestrians, yeah. The same questions. The same questions.
The same questions. I'm writing mine on the 11th again. They should bring the same thing.
That's why I keep talking to myself. Where did I go wrong? Because almost all these questions came, and I don't think I got them wrong. And I don't know.
Where would you see this sign? This is the one with a square sign.
Mark, this was the one I was talking about.
At the range of the school bus or coach.
Yeah.
It came to mind too.
You're entering a contraflow system. How would you avoid a collision?
Stay close to the vehicle in front.
Keep the correct separation distance.
Yeah. By keeping the correct separation distance is going to be that's the safest thing, isn't it? Keep
Is
if
it?
you're not sure about an answer, you guys, yeah. Look at the one that sounds the best.
The correct separation distance. Stay
So if you're
close
talking
to
about correct
the
separation distance, that sounds good, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Increasing your speed to pass through quickly, does that sound safe or good?
No, not at all.
No.
Staying close to the vehicle in front, does that sound good?
No.
Not
Switching
really.
lanes at any time? No. So the best answer there, if you weren't sure, would be the correct separation distance, just because it sounds the safest. I'll choose the answer because I'm not sure. But if I already know the answer, I'll choose that one. But if I'm really unsure, then I'll start thinking, okay, which one sounds the best?
Okay.
Sorry, Mark. Where did you get this question from? The same questions.
Hey, so Mark, you're genius. Trust me. The same questions
Mark,
came.
the
No,
same question.
They
these are
just
from
twist
B.
it a little bit.
From where?
These are from B. But guys, we've done all these
Mark,
questions before. The only one we haven't done, really. No, we've done all these questions before. I was thinking about the one
Really?
yeah,
without
we done
the
them. We done them before, yeah.
I was
Damn
thinking
it.
about the one with without the ABS, but even
Oh
that
my
one done
God.
as well. They just might be different wording slightly, but all these questions
Yeah, I
you've done them
think they
all.
changed the words. They changed the words.
Yeah, you've done all these guys. You've done all
Oh
these
God.
questions before, lots of times.
Ah,
Yeah,
the
on the
same
apps. These
questions.
questions are there on the apps.
Yeah.
But Mark, as for me, with the hazardous perception, I nailed it. I got 60 over 70. Just that I didn't do well with the theory.
Hmm.
Hmm.
These are all there. These questions we've done them all before.
Yeah.
Like you've turned into a one-way street by mistake. What should you do to get back to your route?
Continue driving ahead and follow the road signs.
Yeah.
That's the right one.
Don't forget, I do these questions all the time. So when I'm
Ah,
doing these questions, I've seen
Okay.
them before over and over again. That's why it's good that they're a bit worded differently, but I'm surprised that that people are charging for them though. It's a bit
because when you see the question mark and you know it, when you read through, then you just click the answer. You see, you'll be shaking. My hands was shaking on the mouse. Yeah, my hands was shaking like this. Oh,
this one, what does this sign give? So this would be a blue circle picture.
I think it should be a mandatory instruction.
Yeah. Give instructions.
Yeah, this would be
Yeah.
mandatory instruction.
Yeah. So
But the
give
answer here, they've
instruction.
given the answers, given instruction.
Yeah. This question,
A little
I don't know which question, where it's coming from.
Sorry. So guys, don't forget to mute yourselves if you got like noisy background, please. So like this one, for instance, who must obey diamond-shaped signs? Yeah, you've seen this one before.
It's trial.
Yeah. You want to turn right at the end of a one-way street. Which lane must you use? We've gone through this one before on the Zoom, especially like explaining what that means as well. So yeah, I was saying most of these questions, you've seen them on the apps, but they might just
Mark,
change one or
what was
two
the question?
words.
What was the
but
answer?
same,
The
that
last
same
one
thing.
you read. The
Say that
last one
again,
you
please?
read. What was the answer?
Say that again?
The last question you read. What was the answer? The 50. The last one you read.
Yeah, I'm going there now. This one.
No. It's not
On
this
the
one.
on the
Right,
one on the one-way turning.
Well, yeah, you just use the right lane. That's the answer, right lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you are
Even
turning
this
right,
one,
you use the right.
if you drink alcohol, what is likely to happen? You've done this question many times
Mark, you are
before.
genius. I'm wondering how you got these questions because they are the same questions that came.
Mark, what's the
I don't
answer for
understand why
this
you're
one?
saying
Is it a
you've done
poor
this question.
decisions?
Sorry?
Guys, let me tell you something, yeah?
What
Is
will
it
be
po-
the answer here? Is it a poor decision or a quicker reaction, please?
What do you guys think?
I came, but I choose
To make
poor decisions.
decisions.
Yeah, poor
Guys,
decision.
excuse me. We
Yeah.
all paid to be here. Can you just remain silent? We need to follow up. Everybody paid to be here, please. You keep saying the same thing. You're distracting everybody, please.
So what's happening? Elizabeth. What's happened,
To be
guys?
honest, everyone cannot be talking at the same time. Everyone wants to
Everybody
talk, but
cannot
one person has
speak
to
here.
talk. Why the other person keep quiet or keep
they
silent?
say,
Yes, we do
chat,
understand. But
let's chat. Children are talking, people are speaking. We all need to be in this class.
Yeah, we can put all our
Please.
answer in chat, which is, I think, is better that way. Some people are not talking. It's not as if they don't want to
Okay,
talk.
so you guys want to just everything just in the chat?
Yes,
if
please.
you do understand that way, then that means everybody has to just keep quiet. We shouldn't say anything.
No.
We
That's
finish.
very unfair.
Yeah,
We're
but
all
what
trying to listen in.
that's it.
So everyone's gonna just say the answers in the chat and then only speak if you're asking a question or asking for more clarification. Is that fair?
Yeah, the best thing is that if you are not talking, just mute yourself. That's all.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to ask a question, then just either raise your hand or just ask the question. But if you're answering the question, let's put it in the chat, please, okay? So when it comes to alcohol, there's two main things. Alcohol is going to make you make poor decisions and it's going to increase your confidence and it's going to slow down your reactions. Yeah. So it's not going to help you to concentrate. It's not going to help you to have quick reactions, but it's going to make you more confident and but also make poor decisions. And I think some people that are not used to being around alcohol, they don't really understand this. But if you're around alcohol, people that drink alcohol, this kind of question is so easy. Yeah, Chi Chi, you got a question? Chi Chi?
Is it okay if I ask? I don't know how to. I don't want to type because it's gonna take long. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
fine. If you got a question, you can speak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know we're going through the questions, but there was one that came about. If you're driving and there's so much sunlight, there was. I think one of the options was like windscreen is a nearer. I think a nearer heated something. Like, what do you use for you like to for you to protect yourself from the sunlight?
Was there an option for sun visor?
No, there was nothing like that. There was something like a heated something and windscreen and a demister or something.
Are you talking about sunlight or dazzled by a driver behind you with their bright
No,
lights?
the sunlight.
Yeah, because with sunlight, it's either going to be a sun visor or sunglasses.
No, there was no sunglasses.
So I can't think of anything else that will help you with
Okay.
the sun.
Okay, when I try to find the question on the revisions, probably I'll just pop it up, then I'll let you know then. That's
Please,
okay.
yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. So let's go through some other questions now where they'll have the answers. We're going to go through them together and then we'll see what score we get at the end. And somebody was saying that these exact same questions came up on their test. How did we do this? For one, these are questions that B sent in. And two, they have 700 and something questions to choose from. And any of these questions could come up on your test. And they might come up like this, or they might come up slightly worded a bit differently. Okay. But each person will get a different set of questions each time they go there. But they can choose from over 700 questions. Okay. Let me upload the other questions so we can go through them together. Just give me a second. And again, if you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask at any point, okay? Don't be shy. This is the training. Okay. You are traveling in the left-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway. How should you react to traffic joining from a slip road? So let's type these out, please. Okay, so most of you are saying B, adjust your speed or change lane if you can do so safely. We're going to find out at the end together. You're traveling along a motorway. When are you allowed to overtake on the left? Okay. How do motorways reduce traffic bunching? And you're on a motorway. What must you do if there's a red cross showing above every lane? Okay, stop and wait. What's the speed limit for a car towing a trailer on a motorway? Going for 60. And when should you use the left-hand lane of a motorway? So you're saying D or A? D. Just to be clear, don't confuse the left-hand lane with the hard shoulder. Okay, the left-hand lane is not the same, excuse me, as the hard shoulder. So that's what A would be for, but the left-hand lane is not the same as the hard shoulder. Your vehicle has broken down on the motorway. What should you do if you aren't able to get onto the hard shoulder? Okay, switch on your hazard warning lights. Let me just show you what this is talking about. So imagine now you are on the motorway and your car has broken down, but it's broken down maybe like in this lane here. And normally you're supposed to drive to the hard shoulder, but sometimes your car might break down in a way that it's not possible for you to get over there. So that's when it's saying switch on your hazard warning lights because any other option won't be safe. What would you expect to find at a contraflow system on a motorway? We're saying B. Okay. And what's the national speed limit for cars and motorcycles on a dual carriageway? An easy way to remember this is that dual carriageways have the same national speed limit as motorways. Yeah, so motorways and dual carriageways are both 70 miles per hour. Nice and easy to remember. When should you use the right-hand lane of a 3-lane dual carriageway? Yeah, when you are overtaking or turning right. Remembering if this said motorway, this answer would be different, okay? Because on the motorway, we can only use it for overtaking because you can't turn right on a motorway. Where may you overtake on a one-way street? On either the left or the right. So I explained earlier, this came up on TikTok earlier, and I was explaining that on normal roads, like two-way roads or dual carriageways, you're not allowed to overtake on the left, just like this question we had earlier. This one here. Yeah, normally you're not allowed to overtake on the left unless there's traffic queues. But on a one-way street, you can overtake either on the left or the right. It's allowed. What should you do when you're going straight ahead at a roundabout? Or what signal should you give, sorry, when you're going straight ahead at a roundabout? Yeah, signal left just before leaving the roundabout. And with this one, let me just show you quickly because some people don't understand what's going on here. So you're saying signal left just before leaving the roundabout. So imagine this is the roundabout they're talking about, and you're coming from this road here, going straight second exit, which is over there. So you wouldn't signal coming on, but you signal left just here, letting people know that you're coming off the next exit. Yeah. And sometimes they word it as signal left as you are going past. It's a very long-winded answer. So you're going past the exit before the one you want to take. So sometimes they word it like that, yeah, which means the same thing because you're signaling left as you're going past the exit before the one you want to take. So they word it a bit differently sometimes. When may you enter a box junction? Okay. And when may you stop and wait in a box junction? If you understand these two questions, box junctions should be really easy. Good. These are the basic rules of the box junction, yeah? Don't enter it unless your exit is clear. And then don't stop in it unless you're turning right, but there's traffic stopping you from turning right. That's it. So when you guys, I know some of you already started to drive, but when you guys start actually doing driving lessons or even driving by yourselves, just remember that one, yeah? When you're turning right, your exit is clear, correct, yeah. What does this sign mean? Let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah. So end of controlled parking zone. So this sign, normally you see it in red. So this is red circle with a line through it, telling you it's like parking restrictions apply. But then when that's finished, they'll put this sign there. They'll make it gray and they'll put these lines across, telling you the zone has ended. You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do if the central reservation is too narrow to contain your vehicle? Wait until the road is clear in both directions. That way you can make sure that you don't block anybody. Let me just show you what this looks like Because some people might be thinking, what does that even mean? Yeah, so like this. Yeah, so you see this section here where the green grass is and where the green car is, this is the central reservation. And if you're coming from this direction, turning right, you don't want to be blocking up these lanes because of this area here is not big enough to contain your vehicle. So if that's the case, you would wait here until both sides are clear and then you make your move so that you're not stopping anybody who has priority.
Mark, quick question, please.
Yeah.
The other day, he touched something, but I'm trying to remember. I've forgotten. You see behind the caravan, there are two lines. Where the Kesa is? What's the difference between that one and that one on the left and that one on the right?
So this one and this one.
Yes.
So this one is telling people coming from this road that they have to give way.
Okay.
And this one is the line for people coming into the road.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a way to separate this side and this side so people can come into this road.
Okay. I thought it signifies one way or whatever. Okay. I understand.
Yeah. If it was a one way, then this double line would be going all the way across.
Okay.
Which means only cars can come out of here.
Okay.
If only cars can go in for one way, then this white line, this small line, will be all the way across as well. There'll be no double line.
Okay.
And that would mean only cars can only go in this way. They can't come out of there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, Mark, please. And this same line, when you see them at the runabout, you have to wait, or they say give way to
the right.
Yes, I don't know. It's confusing me. And the one at the edge of the road, please.
The one at the edge of the road, the picture that you sent earlier.
Yes, it's quite similar with this one, the lines.
Okay, I'll show you that in a second, yeah?
Thank you.
What's the national speed limit on a single carriageway road for cars and motorcycles? Okay, we're going for 60. So now this one's quite easy for a lot of people, but 60 for single carriageways and then 70 for the other roads, for motorways and dual carriageways. And what should you do when you park at night on a road that has a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit? Okay. And a single carriageway road has this sign. What's the maximum permitted speed for a car towing a trailer? When does C apply? Okay, we'll check that in a second. Lots of you are saying C for this one. So, you wouldn't leave your, are you talking about this one, Elizabeth?
Yes, please.
No, you wouldn't leave your dipped headlights switched on when you're parked. So C wouldn't apply.
So when do we leave the dipped headlights switched on? Only in fog?
No. Like you would, if you're parking, you don't leave your fog lights on or your dipped headlights on. You only use your parking lights.
Okay, thank you.
So if you're talking about parking, you don't leave any lights on apart from parking lights.
Mark, how about for 30 mile per hour? Is it the same?
For 30 mile per hour road?
Yeah.
No. So it's any road that's above 30 miles per hour. So that means 40 miles per hour is the next one up, isn't it? So remember, on roads you get 30, you get 20, then you get 30, then you get 40, then you get 50 miles per hour, and then 60 and so forth, yeah? Because it goes up in tens. Yeah. So the way they might phrase this question is a road above 30 miles per hour, which is the same as saying, like this one saying 40 miles per hour road. It's the same as saying above 30 miles per hour, because 40 miles per hour is the next one up. Yeah. So you need parking lights, exactly, yeah. So if it's more than above 30 miles per hour, yes, you do need parking lights because it's going to be 40 or 50. Yeah. So you do need parking lights. If it's below, if it's 30 or below, then you don't need parking lights. Let me just type this down. So 30 and below, no parking lights. Above 30 equals parking lights. Okay. In which direction do you park? You should park in the direction that you're driving in, unless it's like even on the one-way street as well. You should park in the direction that you're driving in. Okay. All right, I think we'll leave it there for the questions for now, but let me just show you a picture that a couple of pictures that were sent in to me just now. One second. So this one, and this one. But by the way, all those questions we got right, by the way. There are no wrong answers there. Was it this question that you sent in, Zahida, or was it someone else that sent this one in? What
Yes. I
Yeah.
never see the question before.
about the Pass Plus scheme?
Yes, please.
Okay, so the Pass Plus scheme is just like 6 hours of extra training that you do with your driving instructor after you pass your driving test. And when you do that, it allows you, or the insurance company thinks that you're a better driver now because you've done more training. So therefore, your insurance might be a bit more reduced than normal
Is it
because
expensive?
you've done extra training. There's no test at the end, it's just some extra hours of training. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Mark. Please, for the training, you have to have more hours to be training.
6 hours more, yeah.
Okay,
The
that's fine.
driving
Thank you.
instructor. Yeah. That's the same one. What does this white line along the side of the road indicate? Edge of the carriageway. So it's talking about this line here. And it's just saying, what does this line mean? And this line is just basically telling you that this is the edge of the road.
So it's not the small 2 liter in the middle. It's not that one. It's just the big.
No, the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole line, yeah.
And the one at the roundabout, please. They say
Okay.
you have to stop to give way to traffic, or you have to stop at the stop line.
Yeah. Just before we leave this picture, if you saw this picture, if you saw this on your video on your test, and there's no sign, what would the speed limit be here?
30.
60. Oh, yeah,
It would
lights.
be 30
30.
because there's street lights, isn't there? There's a street light there. But if there's no sign, then you have to assume that the speed limit is going to be 30. Okay?
So, Mark, can you have a problem with the police if you go below the speed limit?
Can you what, sorry?
Can you have issues, or would the police have issues with you if you go below the speed limit?
Yes.
I see.
I'm saying yes because I've had that happen to me personally.
Okay.
On the motorway.
I
So I
see.
was going too slow and I got stopped for going too slow. But normally they don't go around looking for people that are going too slow like on normal roads. But if you're going really slow on the motorway, it can cause more problems than
Okay.
good. So they can stop you and say, well, like, what's happening? Yeah. And on some roads, on some motorways, they've actually got what do you call it? Like minimum speed areas where you have to be going above like a certain speed.
Okay.
So it depends. If you're on there and you're going too slow, then they can definitely have a word with you about going too slowly. Yeah. So any question? Are you talking about the roundabout as well? Okay, one second. Let me show you that one too. And then we're gonna move on to do some hazard perception, okay? Before we finish off. So the line you're talking about, so here, there's this one here. Yeah. See this line here?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. This line tells you as you're approaching it that you need to give way to anybody coming from the right-hand side. Yeah. So let's say you're driving your car and then you get to this, as you're approaching this line, if you see this blue car coming towards you, you have to stop for them. Or see this motorbike here on the right? If he was on the roundabout and he's coming towards you and you're there, you have to stop for him. Just like this person on here has to stop for you now once you get on the roundabout because you're going to be on their right-hand side. Does that make sense, or does that confuse you a bit?
No, it's fine. It's fine because on the picture you can't see the full this full. It's
Yeah,
just
the
this.
picture they
Yeah.
used on that one is so bad in the app. Yeah, that
And I
picture.
was thinking is at the stop lane, like the one you showed before. But
No.
now it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, the picture that basically just showing you this, but the picture is like from the ground view, and it's not a good picture. So that's why I always, whenever I do that question on TikTok, I always try to bring a picture like this so I can show you guys what it looks like from the sky. Because from the ground, the picture's not very good. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do like one video for the hazard perception because we're running a bit out of time now. But if you have any questions about those ones, please let me know. Let me find a good clip to use. Okay, so when you guys see the hazard, I want you guys to say the word now. Actually, let me start from the beginning. When we're talking about hazard perception,
Matt,
then we're going,
sorry, I cannot see.
yeah, I was finding it, yeah. When we're talking about hazard perception, what are we looking for and when are we going to click? Anybody? What exactly are we looking for and when do we click?
When we anticipate hazards.
Good. Let me see what someone's saying on the chat. Anything moving?
Or when we see something come toward us.
So anything that's gonna go in our way that will make us slow down.
Anything that would make us stop or change direction.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Yeah. So anything that's gonna make us stop or change direction. Yeah. Someone passed their test yesterday. Congratulations. We'll congratulate you in a little bit. Let's do this first, but well done. Yeah, so we're looking for anything that's gonna slow us down, anything moving that's gonna slow us down and make us stop. Okay, that's what we're looking for. That's what it means by developing hazard. So I want you guys to watch this clip and imagine that you're on your test, and when you see that thing that's gonna slow you down, say the word now, like you're clicking, and then we're gonna review it afterwards. Okay, so I'm gonna play it, and then when you're ready, just when you see the thing, just say now.
Now.
Okay.
Now, napagawa. Sabihin nga.
Matt, sorry, my video is lagging.
Now.
Now. Now.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. Let me keep watching.
Now. That is a blind spot.
Okay, and then it's finished. So now we're going to review it now. So this is the one that's going to show us the scoring window.
One second.
So somebody on the chat said now around here, which was
No.
good. So they would have got like 5 points. Yeah. And somebody said now around here. So about 2 points.
Okay.
But if you go back, there's a couple of clues here that's going to tell us when to click. Okay, well, that we should click early. So if you see the sign here, what does the sign tell us here? Let me get closer. What does this sign on the left tell us?
Your purity.
You have purity.
Yeah. But why is it telling us that we have priority though?
Because the place is narrow.
Yeah, because there's only space for one vehicle, yeah? So because of that, you should know, okay, if somebody comes flying through, there's no space for 2 vehicles. And then once you go around the corner and you see those flashing lights, you should know, okay, this emergency vehicle is coming through quite fast. There's no space for both of us. It looks like we're gonna meet around there. So once I saw that vehicle coming around the corner, I would have started clicking. Yeah. And let me show you. So the points don't start straight away when you see the blue lights. But if I use the 3-click method, I should still get good points. Okay. Let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to use 3-click method. Yeah. Once I start playing the clip, I'm going to use 3 clicks. Okay. When I see the flashing blue lights. Click, click, click. And then I don't click anymore now. So the first click I did, when I first saw that, I probably got 0. And then the second one, I got like 5 or 4. And then the third one, I got like 3 or 2. But the system's only gonna reward me with the highest point, which was 5. Even though the first click was worth 0, was around here, was worth 0, because the scoring window only starts there. Not there, but there. Yes. It's a little bit unfair, but that's how it works. So here you get 0 points. If you clicked here and you didn't click again, you'd walk away with 0. But if you clicked here, you'd walk away with 5. So to avoid getting that 0, you would do it 3 times. Yeah, so click, 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 and then don't click anymore. And then once the car's going past, get your hand ready again for any more. Because sometimes, just like in this clip, you get 2 hazards in one clip. And then click, click, click. So this one came round pretty much as soon as it came into view, the point started. Yeah, so you can see the car there. You can see the cyclist is there as well. So you know this car has to go around the cyclist. He shouldn't be doing that, but he's doing it quite dangerously. And he's coming into your lane. It's going to slow you down. So because of that, we're going to start clicking pretty much straight away. Yeah. Click, click, click. And then don't click anymore now. Okay. And you notice that I've done 6 clicks so far. And some people are saying now around here. Was it because of the band or because of the car? What made you say now around here? I can't remember exactly who it was, but somebody said now around here. So if I was on my test, I wouldn't really click around here, but if you did, it's not really a big deal. Just don't go crazy and click 20 times, but you don't need to click here because remember, the whole reason we're going to click is if somebody comes into our way or someone's going to come into our way. But around here, this car's in its own lane. There's nothing really that's going to slow us down apart from the bend, but the bend doesn't count as a hazard. We're talking about things that are going to go into your way, like an animal or another vehicle or a person. But if it's just a bend slowing you down, that doesn't count as a hazard. Even this car coming right down the corner, it's not a hazard. Yeah. That person walking, they're not a hazard because they are in the pavement doing their own thing. We don't class them as hazards. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Any questions about that one? We're gonna do hazard in a lot more detail on Thursdays because that's what we do. And then Tuesday, we're going to do a lot of questions in detail on Tuesday. So Sunday is kind of a mixture between the two. But then Tuesday, we focus mainly on questions. And then Thursday, we focus mainly on hazard perception. Um, Olaide, Serve, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Congratulations on your pass, by the way. Do you have any words of encouragement, any advice for anyone who's doing their tests soon?
No, thank you very much, ma. I really appreciate your effort. What I want to say is, I was able to be narrowly pass the exam. Like my answer, it's all new videos. Everything is new except one out of the 14 click. I can't even say which particular one is double click, but I was able to make through. What I would say is we shouldn't, because I was somehow discouraged initially when I failed the test twice before I joined your team. So it was when I joined your team that I was like, let me follow, as in somebody introduced. It was even my husband that said I should pay and join the test. I said, I'm discouraged already, John. Can I even pass this exam? I was telling my husband, I don't think I can pass the exam with all this effort that I've put. And I said, I know, you still keep on encouraging me. Then and I joined your team. Immediately I do the exam, I was able to pass.
Amazing.
So just like
What about the questions? Were there any questions that were a bit strange that you hadn't seen before, or?
there are some 3 new questions. It's only I can't 3 new questions. When I joined you, there was a day that you made mention of 2 questions. I was able to pick it from there. And I was one that typed at the last before this one that you should send the new questions to me. So out of those new, I have 3 came out. So when you now
Okay,
told
of
us that
those
last
ADAS questions.
answer, that it's not about the clips, that we should follow the principle. Once we're able to know the basic principle, and that was what I used. I was able to, and I came out fine.
Amazing.
So my
Congratulations,
advice
and
to
yeah.
others is they should not be discouraged, because initially I thought I would not even pass.
Yeah.
So
Thank
we
you,
focus
and
and
well done
follow
as
the
well.
basic things.
Thank you so much.
You're
Well
welcome.
done on your pass.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so anybody else who's got theirs coming up soon, make sure you're doing some of the new questions as well, like Aliade was just saying there. And hazard perception, you're going to see videos in there that you've never seen before, but remember, it's about
Oh,
how it's
except
done.
one. Among the 14 questions, it's only one that I'm familiar with.
Yeah, they've got hundreds of videos to choose from.
It's
But
a new one entirely. But
Did you
once
see the one with the tractor?
yes, all the video clips are new ones. But only that I was able to follow. The other time you told us that it's not the video, but we should be like the last meeting I joined. We should follow the roads as if we are the ones driving the car. That once you get the principle, even if they bring another video, you'll be able to pick. So that was what I used,
yeah,
and
so
I
even
passed.
if they got new videos, if you follow that principle of just what we talked about before, it should work. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So thank you so much for that. We're going to be back here again on Tuesday at 6:30 on TikTok and then 8 p.m. on Zoom. Yeah. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining today.
Mark,
Thank you.
hello, Mark.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's what I'm asking about, at the classroom, for the objective, you have question there to answer, and at the end, you know how much you score. Yeah, but for the
Like the quizzes.
for the classroom, there are the questions are there for us to answer. At the end, you can click to know your score.
Right.
You'll be able to know how much you score, up to 50 over 50 or 10 out of 10.
Sure.
Yeah, but for the hazard perception, I don't see anywhere you can
there's no
practice to know your score unless it's only video set there to watch.
Yeah,
How
right
like the
now,
classroom like this.
yeah, right now on there's no hazard perception training on the classroom
I
in terms
see.
of actually practicing. There's just training videos, but there's not actually one where you can practice.
You don't know
There
any.
is some videos on Mac application, the theory test.
Yeah.
But you
So
have to pay. Yeah.
when it comes to the hazard perception practice, I would do
Yeah.
it on the apps because that's where you can have lots more videos on there. We don't have those on the actual platform on the
Then
school.
I have to download the app. Oh,
Yeah, I'll download the app anyway. Even if you're just talking about the questions, don't rely just on on those quizzes. Those are just showing you like the hard questions and some of the questions that you might get on your test, but you're also going to get lots of other questions as well that you need to practice on the
yeah,
apps.
yeah,
So I'll get the app as well and practice on that one, and then that's when people are showing us their results sometimes on the apps. So don't
yeah,
just rely just on the school. The schools
yeah,
teach you the topics, but then to practice the questions, you should be doing that on the apps.
yeah. That's fine. Then I will try that. Then it means that the app you are talking about, is it the one 299? I have to download that one.
Yeah, or you can download any of them. The one Theory Test Hero is pretty good. 4-in-1 is pretty good, and the DVSA official one is good as well. But
Yeah,
I wouldn't go for like unofficial ones because those
yeah. I just
the ones I
want to
mentioned, they've got their theory
have
test
that
questions.
to see my score. That's what I want at the moment.
Because some of them they make up their own questions, but you don't want
Yeah,
that. You want the ones with the official questions, yeah?
yeah. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any questions before we leave? Okay, awesome. All right, I'll see you guys on Tuesday then, 6:30 on TikTok and then 8 p.m. on Zoom. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. And
Thank
I'll see
you.
you
Good
then.
night.
Have a good rest of your weekend and take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye.